Angry guy here, and Uber Eats drivers are committing crimes over tips. Guys, we're talking about how Uber drivers are committing crimes over tips. There's some stuff I want to show you, and I mean it's pretty crazy. So for let me just basically put it out there. There's some studies out there, and these studies show some interesting things. For example, here's one study that shows that 28% of delivery drivers admit to eating your food, and new study, but that's not even the entirety of it. If we actually go to another article, it shows that it's actually much worse than that. This one was actually published even more recently in 2022. June of 2022, it says nearly 80% of delivery drivers admit to eating customers' food in a study. 80%, okay? These guys are scumbags. These guys are scumbags. And many of you might not know this. Some of you probably do. But when you order from Uber Eats, you can actually reduce your tip after they've picked up your food, after they've delivered your food. So for example, if they have a new policy where they basically say no tip, no trip. If you order food and you don't put a tip, these scumbags don't want to deliver your food. So you end up having to, leave a ridiculous tip to these people, these lazy people, and in the end, is it really worth it? You don't really have a choice. That's the thing. So these lazy people, that's what I'm calling them, they end up coming and they get a tip for bringing your food late, or the presentation, like you look in the bag and shit spilled and whatever. Well, in the Uber Eats app, you can actually take that tip away after the food has been delivered. You can modify the tip. And the thing is that a lot of these people, like I said, they will not deliver your food unless it's a good tip. So for example, you have to they don't want they'll see $3. They'll say, oh yeah, that's not enough, I'm not going for $3. So they're looking for a $7, $8, $9, even a $20 tip. All right. And then for them to fuck up your order, come on, fuck that. So you can go into Uber Eats and you can actually reduce the tip. You can reduce the tip, and I've done that recently. There was a guy, I ordered something. The driver came by, and the driver was like just hanging out on the street. And I'm like, my food, it should have taken me 15 to 20 minutes to get my food. It ends up taking like 40 minutes. And I message him. I'm like, hey, dude, what's going on? Why are you taking so long to go and get my food? No response. And I'm just thinking to myself, dude, just drop the order. Just drop the order. Let someone else go and pick it up. He wouldn't do that. Then he comes, and then he gets here with my food and sits in his fucking car. And I'm standing at the door waiting for the bastard to come, and he won't come. And then I message him, and I'm like, I'm standing at the door, right? And he finally comes out eventually, and he just walks up, hands me my food, and he's like, here you go. So you know what? I took his fucking tip away. I went into the app and I took his fucking tip away. I'm able to reduce because what they'll do is they'll charge you for the they charge you for the they charge you for the food, but in Uber Eats they put a hold on your card, but the tip itself you can actually reduce that. You have up to like half an hour or an hour to reduce the amount that you tip these motherfuckers. So I took his tip away, scumbag. Now what these people are calling it on YouTube is tip baiting, and they're on here crying about it. Oh, he tip baited me. He tip baited me. Well, some of y'all are scumbags, and I'm going to show you something.
Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike. This channel is dedicated to a few days left to get actually happening. Of course, how to drivermike.com. Use code Black Friday.
Right.
So firstly, we're going to go over what is tip baiting. Is it actually happening? Of course, how it affects your earnings. And if you...
Yeah, so I mean, he's here crying. He's like, cry me a ripper. Basically, what they say tip baiting is like when someone puts like a higher tip, and then they take the tip away. They reduce the tip after the food's been delivered. And these people are some evil people. For example, I gave you my example. These motherfuckers, they didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that tip. All right, I'll take your fucking tip away. All right, the tip is a privilege, but unfortunately, these companies are treating it like you're paying a wage, paying a salary to their employees because they don't want to pay their employees right. Okay. Like, check this out. All right. So let's see here. Someone said, Mr. Radiator says we need to hold Uber accountable because they are fully aware of this and they themselves enjoy the exploitation of drivers eagerly taking orders with seemingly large tip rewards. It started with them. Well, listen to me. I don't feel sorry for these people. I don't feel sorry for these drivers. All right, because a lot of these drivers are making bank. A lot of these people are. They don't have any skills whatsoever. They're lucky to have this work, but they want to. But they try to do it as a career, and they think that they deserve 25, 35, $50 an hour delivering fucking food. Like, you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. Let's look at this guy, young and grateful. Happened to me tonight. The customer tip baits to secure their delivery during times where drivers are absent or time to deliver is very high. And after they received the food, they reduced the tip substantially. I was quoted $9.63 for a McDonald's order 4 miles away, and they reduced the tip by $3 to $6.93. A very scumbag maneuver. I took the entire for me today. For my order, I took the entire tip away. I took the entire tip away from that motherfucker. No tip. All right? You got no tip. No tip at all, you bastard. All right? And I don't feel bad about it whatsoever. But these people are committing crimes. I want y'all to see some of this shit. Tiffy Brownell said, "This happened to me last night. I reported them. I didn't go to customer support. I reported a problem with the delivery and told them that it was a tip baiting and asked them to note it on their account. I did absolutely nothing wrong, and my fare went from $11, $8 tip down to $3, no tip. Some people really suck." Look at what this guy did. So this guy named Chris Ruse, this is a delivery driver. Listen to what this scumbag did. He says, "I waited a few days and broke their giant living room window. I used a baseball so they would think it was just an accident by some kids." 27 likes. All right? Look at this follow from Tommy Artist. Hell yeah. Sabai, Savage. These people are actually supporting this shit, all right? These are some evil people. These are some real evil people. These are some real evil people. Like, these people will fuck your food up. Lawless. Chris Ruth. They're laughing their ass off. They're proud of this shit. Like, these people will fuck your life up. They'll fuck your food up. Guys, these people, these are criminals. These are criminals. This is the reason why they have to work for Uber Eats. A lot of them don't have a proper education, didn't finish high school. Like, don't get me wrong. Some of them are immigrants and they come from other countries and they're happy for this work. And they work an entire day and make a good wage. If you work 8 hours doing Uber Eats and you make $150 or $200 for the day. Let's say you make $200 doing Uber Eats in a single day. That's good fucking money that's great money for a lot of people. That's really, really good money. I just want to make that very, very clear. That's really, really good money. A lot of these people, they don't want to work more than 5 hours a day. All right? They don't want to work more than 5 hours a day. Some of them don't want to work more than 3 hours a day. Okay? A lot of them are lazy. While the rest of us have to go in and work 8 hours a day minimum. These motherfuckers don't want to work at all. And they want all the money in the world. All right? And they'll eat your food. They'll eat your food. They have no problem eating your food. They'll steal from you. Okay? They'll steal from you because, like I showed you, 80% of these crooks, nearly 80% of delivery drivers admit to eating customers' food. 80%. These are some fucking crooks. Right? I don't feel bad for any of them. I mean, do you guys agree with me? Do you agree with me that these people are committing crimes over tips, breaking someone's window over a fucking tip, and all of these people are cheering over it? Like, hell yeah, savage, man. You destroyed someone's window. You caused hundreds of dollars in property damage over what, a $10 tip? A couple of dollars? Guys, these people are terrible. Terrible, all right? I don't know. I had to work. Guys, I have to work for my money. Okay? Like literally, I have to work for my money. I actually have to have skills. Like making this video for you here on YouTube right now. Some people might say, "Well, yeah, hey, it's kind of a shit video." Do you realize, like at the time of making this video, I'm using StreamYard. I like StreamYard. StreamYard is really good. It helps me to make my videos rapidly. Okay, if like I'm not doing a lot of advanced video editing, StreamYard is perfect because I can insert videos. I can stream in videos. I can do a bunch of different things, show web pages. And if I was doing it on a video, another video editor, an actual video editor, it'd take a lot more time to then go turn around and encode it and do all of that, right? So I had to learn how to use this software. I can use many different softwares, various video editing softwares, but I had to learn how to use this. And this is pretty cool. But it's more than that. I'm going to go and make my thumbnail in a little bit, right? You know, I mean, I can literally, sometimes I actually make my thumbnails while I'm recording my videos. I'm actually working on my thumbnails. Like literally, sometimes I'm sitting here with you guys and I'm recording my videos and working on my thumbnails at the exact same time. So, and how do you make a thumbnail on YouTube? Well, you have to understand not only how to make a thumbnail, but what kinds of thumbnails people are actually going to click on, right? And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You have to learn about what kinds of thumbnails people are going to click on, and then you've got to figure out, and then you've got to basically create those thumbnails so that people will actually want to click on your videos. And it's not easy. It's not easy work. For example, how do you make a thumbnail? I had to learn how to do all of these things. I've been doing them for years. I'm just giving you an example. I'm just giving you an example. I used to use Photoshop a lot. Right now, I'm like to make my thumbnails. I use Canva, but there's other softwares that I've also used as well. Tons of other software, and it's like it's insane because like I can make my thumbnails literally in a couple of minutes or even sometimes a couple of seconds, right? I can make them in a couple of seconds, but that doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter because I had to spend years learning how to do this shit. All right, I had to spend years learning how to make my thumbnails in literally seconds or in literally just a few minutes. Like as I'm sitting here with you guys, I just made my thumbnail. I literally just made my thumbnail. Like thumbnail. Like I'm going to show you. I'll probably show it to you right now. Like as I'm sitting here with you guys, let me see here if I can show this to you. Thumbnail. Like there it is. There's the thumbnail for this fucking video. Uber Eats drivers are committing crimes over tips. I literally just made this thumbnail as I'm sitting here with you guys. Just now. I literally just made this thumbnail. Headed over to Pexel, grabbed the art, and made this thumbnail for you. All right? And I made this thumbnail and the reason why I designed it like this is because it becomes a clickable thumbnail, right? With text, because most people actually read text. People actually read text on the thumbnails themselves. So what you have to do is you have to make clickable thumbnails. So you actually have to learn about the kinds of thumbnails that you're going to make as well, right? You have to know about the kinds of thumbnails that you're making, right? And I made this thumbnail in literally just minutes. Literally just minutes. Or not, maybe seconds, like about a minute. About a minute. All right? And then I have to upload. After I'm done with this video, I have to download the video. I have to upload the video to YouTube. I have to optimize my tags. I can do, the tags for the video, do the description, and then also optimize the video so that, it'll transition people from one video to another video. This way, YouTube, I'll gain subscribers on YouTube. All right. So I have to do things like put up my end screen. I'm just like talking to you guys about all the skills that you need to be a fucking YouTuber. And I had to learn these things over fucking, I'm just being serious. These are just like some of the small things. Learning how to use software, learning how to make thumbnails, learning how to upload videos, learning how to do your descriptions, learning how to do your tags, learning how to, make clickable thumbnails, learning all of these things. All right? There's a Patreon link right that you're seeing right there. Patreon.com/angryguy. I have to upload these videos also to the patrons so that the patrons that are paying get access to these videos. Like, this is a fucking business. This is a fucking business. Like, this is a fucking business. I have to work fucking hard. All right? And here's the thing. Unlike these delivery drivers, I don't have a set wage. There's no guarantee that I'm going to make money. Do you guys understand? This is the life of a YouTuber. And we can't sit there and cry over this shit. And yet you've got these guys out there that want to make $50 an hour for doing nothing. There are so many people on YouTube with college degrees right now doing this fucking shit. I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I like to curse. But there's so many people doing this shit right now. You have doctors on YouTube, a shitload of them, doing this hustle. You've got lawyers. You've got everyone, people from every walk of life doing this hustle. All right? That's on top of I have 2 masters, and I dropped out of two doctorate programs. All right? Let me make it very clear. I'm highly educated. I have a high level of education. And I've worked my ass off. I've almost paid so much in taxes that I would not have to work another day in my life very soon, and I'd be able to collect my Social Security. And I'm not even 40 years old yet. I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 this year. But I've almost worked enough years in my life that I almost have enough money allocated towards Social Security that I can literally stop working, never make another fucking dollar, and collect full Social Security in my 60s. Even though there won't be shit there, because there won't be any. There's not going to be any Social Security for the millennials. But I'm just giving you that example. And then you have these scumbags. You got these scumbags that don't want to work, that are out here committing crimes over tips, breaking windows, stealing food, and believing that they're entitled. Get the fuck out of here. This is absolute bullshit. I'm just so upset. I'm so upset. Guys, you guys agree that these guys are a bunch of fucking scumbags? Not all of them, but a lot of these fucking delivery drivers, they're a bunch of fucking scumbags. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think about Uber Eats drivers. It's not just Uber Eats drivers. It's DoorDash, Grubhub, Postmates, Instacart, all these motherfuckers. Let me know if you agree that a lot of these guys are scumbags. A lot of them are lazy, they don't want to work, and they don't deserve a tip. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you agree with what I said, and that, when they fuck up, you should take their tip away. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.